Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode, and I think I got a pretty solid one today. We've got mostly Mattel product, so some Matchbox and some Hot Wheels and some pretty sweet ones indeed. And then I've got one Auto World, and that's what we're going to look at today. So no crazy premium brands or anything like that, but we got some really cool stuff, I promise. All right, so starting out with the Auto World. I won this in the Whatnot Day of Giving or whatever it was. I won it. Lamley kicked it off, gave away some cars, the one-hit wonder cars, and then there's just bounced from seller to seller on Whatnot, and it was all giveaways all day. All you had to do was go in and enter and blah blah blah. I'm sure they're going to do something like that again. Again, if you haven't been on the app Whatnot, I will put my invite link in a pinned comment on this video. You can click on that, and then you should get a $15 off your first purchase. And if you do click on that link and you do purchase something, I get a kickback as well. So there you go. But pretty cool. I won something. So I've actually won 2 giveaways and Whatnot. This one's the crazy one. I won one from Oddities Junkie 77, which are my friends SC Diecast. There was only like probably 10 or 20 people in the sale, so you know the odds were pretty good. This thing, I don't know, there had to have been at least like 400, 500 people in, and I won this giveaway. Pretty crazy. So we got this Ultra Red from Children's Toy Closet, and that's who was actually doing the giveaway as well. I believe it was CTC, yeah, that was doing it. Anyway, I won this. It was pretty awesome. It was at my local meet, and a bunch of people were on Whatnot looking at these giveaways and stuff, and I won it while I was there, and it was kind of a fun thing to do as well. They're like, oh my god, you won! You know, it was pretty neat. It was fun. Awesome. All right, we're going to open that up, of course. Moving on, I picked up one thing from my buddy Crazy Todd. He picked it up for me, I should say. I have the Honda set, which is like a Walmart premium set that people were kind of going nuts over for a little bit. These did not hang around on the pegs very long. And my Walmart, I think, got a bunch of them, and they sold out, I think, pretty quick. So, you know, it's a bunch of Honda stuff, a bunch of lawnmowers. We're going to go ahead and we're going to open that set, though, and take a look. It's a 5-car set. These are that Walmart $297 price, I think they are, per car. So about 3 times the cost of a mainline. And, you know, that's the way those are. But we'll go ahead and take a look at those. Then at the monthly meet, I found a seller that was just selling loose cars. Actually, I got this from somebody. I think I paid $3 for this. It's a Dodge Caravan Matchbox. Pretty sweet. I don't know if I already had this variation or not, and I'm too lazy to go dig it up to find out. So anyway, I picked this one up. And then I got from another seller, he was selling his loose cars for $2 a piece, and there were some gems in there for that price. I got this Lamborghini Countach. This is the one with the hood tampo. You can find this car with the hood tampo and without the hood tampo. I've got one with the hood tampo, but my hood tampo is completely like off center. It's askew, and this one's actually centered really well. So this might replace the one that I had. So that's pretty cool, Countach. And then we've got this guy here. I already have this car, so I might end up reselling it, or I might just hoard it. I don't know, but it's a California Customs Ferrari Testarossa. So we'll take a look at that close up. We'll look at all this stuff close up in the next segment. This Toyota Supra is pretty neat. This is a color changer, and it's in really immaculate shape. Doesn't look like there's a nick on it anywhere, so we'll take a look at that. We got this was a weird series from Hot Wheels that I don't quite understand. It was the convertibles. This is a, like, I think it's basically like a Chevy truck. But yeah, I just thought this was weird. This one was $2 as well. I'm trying to remember what the deal is with these. I have a Volkswagen Beetle with one of these too. something with this top piece moves. I don't know. We'll look at it a little bit more in detail in the next segment. And then I got this Pontiac J2000 Blackwall, which is really cool. So we'll check out that as well. And this one's in really good shape as well. All right, so those were the score of the meet as far as I was concerned. Now, we also got some stuff I found in stores. I was actually lucky enough to find, I think, this whole set of moving parts. I didn't pick up every single one of them, but I picked up the majority of the assortment. We got the Pagani Huayra Roadster. We got the Mitsubishi Evo. We've got the Mercedes-Benz G500 Cabrio. We got the Dodge Charger SRT in orange. We've got the Mercedes-Benz 220 SE. And finally, the GMC Hummer EV. So, got those, picked those up. I don't remember what the two cars were that I left behind. In hindsight, maybe I just should have grabbed them to have a complete set, or a complete set of that wave, but oh well, I didn't. And then I also found from the entertainment set, Jay Leno's Garage, the EcoJet. That's kind of cool. So we'll open up that one. And then what was really awesome to find was I found a set of Boulevards. And I do not ever find these in my stores. Ever. Except for like the first wave that ever came out of these Boulevards. The 1 through 5. Those cars, I think Walmart ordered tons of those. And they sat on the pegs for a while, some of the models. And I don't know if that caused the distribution to be less or whatever, them to order less quantity, but these are tough to find in my area, and I've heard from lots of other collectors that they're very hard to find in other areas as well. We got the Mercedes-Benz AMG, I believe that's a brand new casting. We got the Pantera, that's a new casting. We've got the 4Runner, which is an ever popular one since it came out. I'm still missing like almost the entire wave of this one where it came out in white in Boulevard. So I'm missing, I think, that entire wave except for one car. And then we got the Mach 1 Mustang and then the Ford Escort Mark II. All right, so very, very cool. Let's go ahead and flip the camera around. We got this stuff to open up. We're going to open up this sweet Ultra Red. I mean, the finds, besides those loose cars, like, let's see, we got to get together like a profile picture. A thumbnail. Okay, so there we go. Derp. Okay. Let's go ahead and, do the thing with the camera, close up, open the cars. All right, so let's kick off the second half of this video by taking a peek first at this Ultra Red that I won. Again, I won it on Whatnot. Pretty cool app. I am excited for that app. I think it's going to be really neat. It is very addicting, though. I will tell you that. And it's just pretty cool. We'll see. As more sellers get on there, I think it's going to be just cooler and cooler, so we shall see. So the regular CTC exclusives limited to 1 of 3,600 pieces. I'm not sure exactly what the chase quantities were of this, if it was 1 per 48 or 1 per 24 or what have you. But it's pretty, this can be a very expensive one. Any of these hobby exclusive Ultra Red square bodies are pricey. Okay, they just are. So this is a 1983 Chevy Silverado, Goodyear livery. Here is the standard issue truck, and it looks pretty good. It's pretty nice. I think it's pretty nice. And then this Ultra Red. So I'm happy to get this off the list without having to pay for it, because it is hard to stomach buying the Ultra Red square bodies. There's just so many hobby releases to try and get. So I've been lucky kind of chipping away at them when there is a really good deal. And of course, winning something is a very good deal. And so I just really got lucky on this one. And here it is. So we've got Ultra Red body, white tires. And that is it as far as chase traits goes. So what do you guys think about that? Red. It's pretty neat. I think they're giving it away too because the card had a crease in it. But who better to win it but me? You know, not to sound like I'm full of myself or anything like that, but obviously I collect these. I open everything, and yeah, so it was very appropriate to score this. So very, very awesome. I am just super stoked to win something. It's always fun. It's always fun to win something, right? And that was just that, having it be a really sick car or a really cool truck that, I probably would have had to try to add to my collection anyway. It's just the icing on the cake. All right, let's go ahead and go through the Honda set. Let's get these out here. So, I guess we'll go in order. We've got the 90 Honda Civic EF. Again, these are found in the U.S. These are found at Walmart. I do not know internationally where else you can find them or what. But they're an international card, so obviously they're going to be available in other countries. That's why they have multi-language on the back here. And yeah, obviously this is going to be a popular set. Honda fanboys are pretty enthusiastic. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the 90 Honda Civic EF and take a peek at it. Pretty cool. We got a black hood. So this one gets... Are these full deco-ish? So not all... These are. They're tampoed on all sides. So... Most of the time with these premium, or I wouldn't even say premium, let's just say semi-premium or whatever, themed releases for Walmart typically are just basic mainline cars where the quality control is a bit better, I guess, than standard mainline cars. But in this case, I am noticing now that these are actually a full deco. They have tampos on everywhere. Sides, front, top, back. And it looks really good. So, yeah, nothing to complain about there. It's nice. I wish, it'd be sick if they just put some real riders on these things. Why not? Charge another $1. Or whatever you have to do. You charge another $1. Say they should do a semi-premium line without metal bases. Can they do that? Just put real riders on these things. Sell a Honda set with real riders, plastic base, metal body, standard issue tampo stuff, not like the full deco graphic stuff of like the car culture line, and sell them for $4 each. Could you do that? Would that be popular? Would that be a nice compromise between like the premium car culture? Or do you think it's too close in style? I don't know. The tampos are going to be crisp on these because they're actual like stamped, whatever tampo. They're not that printed weirdness that goes on with the car culture premium stuff and the other premium lines. Anyway, 92 Honda Civic AG. Open up this sucker. And it appears that, again, we have a fully decorated vehicle. So I wasn't really excited about this set, but now that I have it in hand, I think it is pretty nice. Again, if they were just to put rubber tires on these things, put some real riders on them, leave the plastic base, who cares? You don't have to retool anything. That would be pretty neat. Honda Civic SI in red. Again. Full deco. Nicely done. We got a little bit of oh, there we go. Piece of plastic right there. Yeah. I mean, these are really nice, actually. I think. You guys have to let me know. The subject matter is not really up my alley because I'm not really a Honda guy, but, you know. 2016 Honda Civic Type R. This is probably the ugliest one of the group. Black and yellow and red. But again, you get the full tampo treatment. And that's nice. So, like, normally I'm like, well, why are these worth 3 times the cost? Well, having the full deco is definitely a step in the right direction. I know another thing is they have the unique card art and, you know, goes into that. Plus, all the cars are licensed, which, so there's no mixed margin there. But yeah, 2018 Honda Civic Type R. This one looks pretty nice. Interesting color scheme. It's interesting, too, that the color scheme in the card does not match the car at all. I wonder if it was supposed to be this hue of orange and this like tealish. Instead, it ended up being like a very neon looking orange and blue. So that's a little odd that that occurred, because the rest of these, I think, match. Yeah, the rest of these match. So that's weird. I wonder what happened there. I think they're all like, I don't think they make a different version that's like this card, right? So, interesting. All right. Moving on from the Honda set, I think we should look at next. Well, let's do the EcoJet real quick. This is in the, like, whatever, entertainment set, what have you, Jay Leno's Garage. This is the Jay Leno's Garage car that did not make it in the Jay Leno's Garage Car Culture series. The EcoJet. I know nothing about the real car. I have no clue. It looks like it's a Cadillac from the front. That front looks Cadillac-ish. And who is it licensed by? Is the EcoJet just like their own thing? Looking on the back here to see if copyright information. You know, I guess I'm going to have to look it up. Which it's too late now, I guess. But pretty interesting. I don't know anything about the car, so I do apologize about that. But it does look pretty cool. It's an interesting design. And yeah, it's pretty neat. Heavy thing too. Of course, all metal, rubber tires. It's a Hot Wheels premium. All right, let's do. Before we get into the moving parts in the Boulevard, I'm going to show you these vintage finds real quick. And we'll start with this Matchbox Dodge Caravan. If you're not familiar with this casting, it's pretty neat. This one's in pretty good shape. The mirrors have some flea bites in them or whatever. But that's to be expected with these. You know, the paint's probably pretty thin there. You got like a sharp edge. It's bouncing around in a jammer or whatever, and that can happen. So it's not a perfect clean example. You got the sliding door. So this is a Matchbox moving parts per se. And so the door slides open and shuts. It's plastic. And just a basic casting. It's got suspension though, too. So pretty cool. All right. Next, let's do the California Customs. So again, these were $2 a piece, and I think that's a pretty good score. This one's not in perfect shape, but it's very, very close to being in really good shape. I will have to compare it to the one I have. I think the one I have, though, is immaculate, but I will double check. Now, this one, I think there only is one variation of it. The one that's the brighter color pink, that one has several variations of it, but I think this one is just one single variation. So I will have to check mine. So I will do that. I'll take a peek and see if this one's needed or not, and then make a decision from there. All right, and then we've got the Lamborghini Countach. Again, I've got this car already. However, mine is not. The tampo is not centered at all. It's like way off center. And this one's a much better example. There's two different variations of this casting. I think there's only two. But this one's the one where the wing is actually like a separate piece. It's metal, but it's a separate piece. It's not cast right into the main body part. So there's that little factoid for you. But yeah, it's pretty nice little Countach. Just remember this, definitely my favorite childhood car. So pretty cool. You can definitely see a casting line in here that's pretty prominent. It's not perfect, but it's good. And is that coming out? So these are like the spun into the body. This one appears to be loose on one side, and it's held in really good on the other. Not that it matters, but just an observation there. All right, then the this thing. So again, I'm not 100% certain. I don't even want to say. Because I don't know. Someone's going to comment in this video, likely Derek or somebody, Dumas, will probably give us a history on what these are. Someone else may as well. But these are the convertibles. Something happens with this little coil in the bottom. I'm not sure if they have to, like, hit something on a track or what the deal was. I thought it was something to do with water for some reason. Like a color shifter, but it does something... I guess I don't know, and I don't know what this piece does. If it goes like down or up or what I have no clue. So, somebody solve the mystery in the comments below. Let me know what this is. But I thought it was really cool for $2, and appears to be a very, very clean example of this weird Hot Wheels oddity. So yeah, kind of neat. Kind of neat. All right, next is the little Supra, and this is a color shifter. Water will change the color, and I'm going to guess it changes to like a white from this weird red color. 82 Supra. Hot Wheels. I would have no idea when this actually came out, but again, it's a very, very nice example. There's one little like flea bite up there in the corner. Maybe another one right here. But other than that, it's a pretty darn clean example of this car. Near mint condition, I guess I would consider that. Because a lot of times, I mean, you can get old Blackwell cars, and even if you pop them right out of the blister, you may have something like that coming right out of the package. So it's very acceptable. This is a very acceptable condition for me, and putting it in the vintage car collection of pretty much near mint cars. So I like it. I think it's cool. You guys let me know what you think. And then the real winner for me, though, was this Pontiac J2000. So this thing, it's a Hong Kong base. I'm going to guess this came out in 83. Copyright date 82. And I don't think they've done very many versions of this car. In fact, this might be the only one. I don't know. I didn't look it up. Someone, again, knows their vintage Hot Wheels should let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I probably will look it up. But it's a casting that I'm not even sure I knew existed until I seen it at the meet. I may have seen it one time before, but this is a cool car. It's got like the front end of the, like the 77 Trans Am almost. So that's kind of neat. J2000, I don't even know. I have no idea. I don't know about the real car, and I know less about the real car, and I don't know anything about the Hot Wheels, so I just don't know, right? There is like a black paint here, which I think this came out of the package like that. And I think it's just a blotch, something screwed up when they made the car, and you got that there, and then you got that there. So that's a factory issue. And then this thing is pretty much mint. There's a couple of little dings. There's one right there. There's one right there. The closer we get to the camera, we'll probably see some more. There's a little bit up there, a little bit up there. But again, a very acceptable example as far as I'm concerned for a black wall that's been rolling around outside the package for quite a long time. This thing survived. And I think it's cool. So, very cool. In my humble opinion. All right. Next, let's get into the moving parts. Oh, I gotta grab mine here. We've got 6 cars to look at. We're going to start with this Hummer EV, which is a brand new casting. And let's open it up. So this is the basic moving parts line from Matchbox. These are $3. So to put this in perspective, I think they're $3. Maybe they're 4 now. I don't know. I think they're 3. So to put it in perspective, you're paying the same price for a moving parts Matchbox model as you would be for something like this. So you can give your opinion on the value if you'd like. So this one has an opening hood feature. And of course, there's no like engine per se underneath the hood because this is an EV. And it looks like the windows are blacked out. They're not just dark. This is a plastic piece. So my guess is this thing lacks an interior, which is fine. Whatever. Metal body, plastic base, plastic tires. We got a metal hood that opens and shuts pretty nicely. It doesn't stay open, so if you want to display it like that, well, yeah, it does. I lied. I apologize. So you got a frunk up here. It looks like there's some cargo space up there. And then you got some open space back here. I don't know. What do you think? Will these things sell? Well, in real life, I don't know. Maybe. All right, in gray, and it looks okay, I guess. All right, next is the Pagani Huayra Roadster. Let's go. This casting we've seen at least once before. So the real neat thing about this is the detail you get in the engine bay. It looks pretty nice. Pretty decent. It's kind of like a dot matrixy print job, but it's acceptable, I think, underneath the hood. I know this thing kind of like pushes down to shut. At least I thought it did. Do I have a defective model? What? There. Oof. All right. Probably just leave that shut. The panel gaps are like nearly non-existent, which is fantastic. That's a really good, tight-fitting shutting part. Actually, so... Oh, there it goes. I don't know why I'm doing this. I should just leave it shut. Or whatever. I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, we'll leave it shut. I know it kind of defeats the purpose of the moving part factor here, but I don't know. This is very cool. Digging it. And let's see. Then we got the Mercedes-Benz 220 SE in like a champagne color. And there that is. We get opening doors on this model, which are metal. And they open and shut fairly nicely. You got some pretty large gaps there, but kind of commonplace with these opening door models. Oh, the color's pretty nice. I don't know. I like it. It's not too bad. What do you guys think? It's all right. It's all right. And we got another Mercedes-Benz G500 Cabrio. This one, we get an opening hood. Kind of a neat little piece. Here's a look at the front. Here's a look close up at the back. And then we got that opening hood and a lot of detail under there. Yeah, Matchbox has a lot of value to what they put out, I think. I think they're doing a really good job. Obviously I've talked about the main lines a lot and what you get for $1, how they're different from Hot Wheels and all that. Their approach to premium or semi-premium line, I think, is pretty decent. But what do you guys think? All right, that one's kind of cool. Then we got this guy, which looks pretty nice. This Dodge Charger SRT. I think this is a new. I don't think that they've seen this before. Is this a new casting? Let's look at the copyright date on the bottom right away. 2021. So yeah, that would make this new. I think this is the first release of it, as far as I remember. In orange. Dot matrixy looking print style on it. Opening hood. It doesn't get the detail treatment under the hood like the other ones did, which is what it is. Hood shuts nice. Looks decent. It's a pretty solid car. I mean, it looks really nice, I think. The color is okay. It's like a metal flake, orange, pumpkin color. I don't think I'd ever buy a car in this color, but in this example, I think it looks all right. Cool, nice, well-proportioned casting, though, I will say. It looks pretty good. Then we've got the Mitsubishi Evo. This will probably be the most popular one in the set. I could only assume, because there are quite a few Evo fans out there that probably really dig this one. And I think this is also a brand new tooling, which a lot of the moving part stuff, when it comes out, there's a lot of new toolings that come on that, because they didn't have moving parts. This one's got actually a copyright date of 2022, so that's brand spanking new. We got taillights, we got headlights. Do we have a detailed motor? We do. Look at that, Mitsubishi. That's really cool. Even the battery right there. So look at that. Hood shuts nice. I'm going to guess it's a little bit larger than 1/64 scale. It's based on the size of it here. It's not like it tells you, but yeah, I'm going to say it's a pretty solid little model. That one will get scooped up for sure. For sure. All right. Last, what we have is the Boulevard set. So, should we do those in order as well, just for gigs? What does it start with? 56? Yeah. 71 Mustang Mach 1. Cool to see this in premium again. I think the only time, I wanted to say like the only other time we've seen it in like a premium, I think was like a Retro Entertainment, if I'm remembering correctly, which I'm probably not, but I think this looks pretty good. I don't, whose signature is this on here? I'm talking about that. This is supposed to be someone's actual car. I just don't know who it is. That person, maybe. Clueless. All right. Mustang Mach 1 in matte black. Pretty cool rims on these things. I think it looks actually good with these. I know some people probably won't like them because they're not really traditional muscle car rims per se. The tire in the back is kind of skinny, but they, it's actually slightly skinnier than the front tire, which is a little goofy. But I think it's just because of the size of these rims that they have available, or whatever. At least they're not sunken into the wheel well or anything like that, so it does still look pretty good. So I'm digging this one. I think it's all right. It's not super exciting, but it's a matte black Mustang Mach 1, and yeah, it's not a bad one. All right. What that was 56, 57. Is this guy right here, the 78 Ford Escort RS 1800 Mark II in this kind of sweet looking Ford livery. Very like 70s looking livery. That's pretty awesome. I like this actually quite a bit. Everything from the wheels to the colors used in the graphics. Ford race team. Yeah, it's a little off there, that graphic, but it's all right. We can live with it. Probably never find another one of these, so. Well, I did pick up 2 sets, so I will admit that. But very, very cool. And again, I wish they would do something about this dot matrix low resolution printing job on the premium models. Because when you can do full deco like this, now I understand this is going to be limited because you will only have a certain number of colors, I think, that you're going to be able to use to keep it under budget. Because it's almost like a screen print process. I think with this, it's not screen printing, but pad printing maybe, or whatever. I don't understand the processes. I'm just hypothesizing based on what I see here. And so these are real sharp. And then these are real kind of low res because it's more of like a printed, it looked like almost layer, like a wrap for the car. So all these kind of have like that clear coated kind of feel to them, because I think the way these graphics are applied is in like a full body, like kind of like coat wrap kind of thing that's printed on. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's just what it looks like to me. So that's why you get that low resolution, but it does allow them to do a complete full wrap deco in full color, and all of that is what it appears. So again, I'm just kind of talking. I don't really know what's going on with that, but it is what it is. It'd be nice, though, if they could get it to look sharper, is all I'm saying. All right, Toyota 4Runner. This undoubtedly is going to be the popular one again for a Boulevard set. It'd be nice to see this outside of Boulevard sometime. We've got 2 different versions of it in Boulevard, a white one and now this one in this really cool color, actually. It is, it's like black with blue metal flake in it. Is, I guess, the best way I could describe it. Maybe it's not quite black. It's like a really dark blue-ish. I don't know. It's cool looking, is all I'm going to say. It's probably not coming across on the old camera, but in person, it's very neat looking. And then it's got that cool stripe right there that looks neat. Kind of gives it like a retro Toyota vibe. And I like it. So there you go. But again, I mean, you got the dot matrix looking printing, which is something we just have to live with as Hot Wheels premium collectors, because I don't think they're going to be changing that anytime soon, although it would be awesome. Graphics up on the front here in the plastic bit look very sharp, but then when you go like to the back, not sharp at all. So there's that. All right. Pantera. Great band and a cool car. This Di Tommaso Pantera Grupo 4 looks to be pretty awesome. And this is the one that is my favorite in the set. So this is a brand new tooling, copyright date 2021, and it's sick. I really like this. I think they did a fantastic job. You know, sans the usual complaint from me now, which is going to be that dot matrixy looking low resolution printing. I should probably just stop talking about it. You guys get it. But from there, looks really good. This is awesome. Totally digging this. Just mean looking car. Super cool. That's awesome. All right, so I really like that, and I actually really like this as well. This is the Mercedes-Benz AMG E36 Estate Special Edition Special. So in black, and it looks good. So the thing you have to worry about when you get glossy black premium Hot Wheels is orange peel looking paint. So let's see how bad this one is. Pretty good. Pretty good. I bet you there's a lot of examples of it where it's not so good, though. A little bit of it in there. It's just way more visible with this color. So this is sick. This is a really cool looking casting. I think it looks fantastic, and it's all blacked out, which looks really good for this Mercedes. It'd be cool to see one in silver down the road as well. But I quite like this as well. All right, that is going to be it for this episode. So obviously this thing is great for me. I want it. That is fantastic. My favorite of the day, though, I'm going to say is probably this Pantera. Favorite looking car of the day. Definitely the best score for me is this at $2. And it was definitely a score to find the Boulevard series, though, at Walmart. That was awesome. Sticker shock now on the price because these premiums have gone up to like $6.20 some odd cents now. So they are pricey. These are more expensive than Auto World, which is crazy to me. It's crazy to me that Auto World somehow maintains this $5. I think they're up to like $5.25 or something like that price point at Walmart when everything else is like premium wise is more expensive than it. M2's more expensive. Their own Johnny Lightning is more expensive. Hot Wheels Premium is more expensive. Like all of the premium stuff, like Auto World's the cheapest, which is quite odd. So definitely best bang for the buck as far as I'm concerned. All right, so thank you guys very much again for watching another lengthy episode. I really do appreciate it. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, click on that Whatnot link. Check them out if you have not signed up for Whatnot already. And yeah, and have a nice day. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.